against Montreal. Abby Rock takes the opening faceoff, and off we go. Ottawa versus New York for the first time this season. These two teams will play again next Tuesday on January 7th. 7 p.m. game here at the Rock. Sent in from the blue line, just wide of Schroeder. Rose tries to keep the puck in and does. Sliding over Clark. Clark has space, she shoots! Oh, it ran into traffic, backhand goes wide. A good start for Ottawa on their first shift. This is the captain, Brianne Jenner. Gonna take some extra space. Jenner gets it back on the right side, hammered away by Micah Zandy Hart, the captain of New York. Home team wearing their teal jerseys with the navy blue pants and some yellow trim. Ottawa in their road whites with maroon lettering and the big C logo on the front.
Ottawa now with their second line on, Skamura, Hughes, Serdachny. This line, in my opinion, if it stays together for a while, could be one of the best lines in the league, shift by shift. These three players are everydayers in every sense of the word.
We talked with head coach Carla McLeod of Ottawa before the game. She said, we've been mixing and matching lines through the first 5 games, but starting today, we want to see some consistency and let these girls play together. That shot goes wide, hammered from the blue line by Savalainen. Sent across the crease and to the opposite end. Savalainen shrugs off a hit, keeps it in the zone. Here comes Meixner. Meixner looking for an angle, so Bob to the corner. Stepping up now, Markowski. She's got space, looking for a feed across the goal mouth. And Vanashova had it skip over her stick. 3-on-1 coming for New York. They've got numbers across. Fillier couldn't get a good shot on goal. Hobson had a goal in her last time out against Minnesota. It was her first of the season.
Always seems like when you put on a lot of real sustained offensive pressure, you wind up with a rush with numbers against.
Vanashova tries to corral it for a breakaway, but Schroeder pokes it free. Fast start to this game, Dave.
Well, Ottawa wants to establish hard and heavy early. It's one of the things I've talked to a couple of coaches around the league and said early on in games, they really want to push. They want to establish what I like to call the ground game. Just get in, ground and pound, because it sets up a lot of the pretty plays that you can make later. New York started Abby Rock's line kind of in anticipation of the fact that Ottawa was going to come out with an early push to try to negate some of that physicality. But a really good start by Ottawa, who's winning a ton of races.
Ottawa is playing their first game in 10 days. Their last time out was on the 19th at Minnesota. They lost 5-2, and in that game, the Frost had a lot of the pucks. So certainly an area of focus for the Charge to try to establish a presence in the O-zone. Big hit in the neutral zone, laid by Arar. Check that, it was Harchie. Left a stick. And now Rose in her own corner. Pushed up against the glass by Downey Landry.
You know what's interesting? You mentioned Minnesota having the puck a lot in their last game. Ottawa is actually #1 in the PWHL in terms of offensive zone time at even strength per period. They average 6 minutes and 54 seconds of even strength offensive zone time per period, tops in the PWHL, and we thank our good buddies at Sports Logic for that info.
They're very consistent. They've scored either 3 or 2 goals in each of their 5 games. Scoring offense of 2.2 per contest as Jenner steps forward. Jenner tries to get to the puck. And we got
a lot the way the late Roger Nielsen did when he coached in the NHL for a long time. Same kind of mindset.
She said the word she hammered with her team before the game was compete. Here's a shot that goes just over the crossbar. It was Toulouche on the doorstep. Settled down by Zandy Hart across the blue line. Nyland Person. It goes wide. Picked up again by Zandy Hart down deep. Backhanded in front by Fillier, taken away by the Charge. This is Cheyenne Darkangelo. Pushed it a bit too far. Vanashova's in the corner now. Sandwiched by 2 Sirens. Vanashova had it skip over her shoulder. Nyland Person picks it up and throws it to Fillier.
There's an example of this North quick. Get a puck into a good space, try to get out, get up ice with space.
Rebecca Leslie had a chance on a turnover. She'll opt for the safer play.
Obviously not a good pass by Fillier, but the right idea to get the puck around and going.
Zandy Hart now comes away with it. Micah Zandy Hart, an Olympic gold medalist in 2022 with Team Canada. Had a power play goal 2 games ago against Toronto. Right on the doorstep and a shot save by Maschmeyer.
What a chance for Rosenthal. She just sat back, read it, and pounced like a cat on a loose puck and almost had one.
Some good looks for each of these two teams in these first 6 minutes. Mrazova, Teralova shoots and another save with the blocker hand. Schroeder stops her third. Check that, 5 saves already. Make it 6. Oh, they score! Think it was Brianne Jenner, and the visitors strike first.
This game has been in 5th gear since the drop of the puck, and Ottawa converts first by playing the way that they want to play in the offensive zone, and that is make you make mistakes. They got a puck up towards the blue line. What do? Throw it to the front of the net and get some traffic. Pretty safe, pretty simple. Good low shot, gets tipped on the way in. Schroeder really didn't have a chance to do anything with it as that got redirected.
Face off to the left of Schroeder, won by New York. New York's done well with the face-off dot so far today. But Ottawa once again quickly gets the puck back. Aneta Teralova plays catch with her D-line mate. Stepping up now, D'Arcangelo, who came over in a trade from Boston about 6 games into last season. Thrown across and all the way through. Teralova sends it wide. This is Vanishova. Looking up ahead. Levis had it stripped. Vanishova with Teralova as well as Mrazova. 3 players from Czechia who have played on the international stage for head coach Carla McLeod, same head coach of the Ottawa Charge.
D'Arcangelo, small mistake there, trying to get out of her own zone. You wanted efficient exits, but she was at the end of a shift, tried to carry.
Here's Jenner, she shoots, saved by Schroeder, rebound, thrown in front, and it hit some traffic. A big first save by Schroeder, and a nice job by the New York defenders to step in the way of the rebound trance. Harmon gets smashed. Turned over right in front, shot and another save. Schroeder, she's on her backside, and the puck goes behind goal. Mrazova with a golden opportunity.
One thing New York has to stop doing is throwing these long east-west passes from below their hash marks, trying to get out of their own zone. If you're going to try to get out of your own zone and you're not sure where to go, it's up the wall, off the windshield, and out. Cross ice is never a good thing. You're throwing it into the teeth of the forecheck. And it's happened 3 times for New York so far in this game. They haven't paid for it yet.
Is that a big reason Ottawa's getting the puck back so quickly?
Oh, 100%. They're sitting there in middle ice and just picking off passes and jumping routes.
Markowski down the left side. Throws it in front all the way through. Went across the crease. But Schroeder had her eyes on it. That one through the legs of Jaguar. Tries to get it by the boards, but Markowski does a nice job to steer it to her teammates. Scamora at the red line. Archie comes away with it. Serdachny off of a skate. Into the corner it goes. Downey Landry lost an edge. An arm goes up. This might be a trip. Looks like it's going to be another Ottawa penalty. And another chance for New York coming on the power play. Bourbonnais to Downey Landry. Schroeder's off the ice. Downey Landry still with it. Delayed penalty here going against Ottawa. The whistles blow. Overall pick in the 2024 draft. You saw some of her accolades a moment before. She was also the first ever All-American in Colgate history since they transitioned to Division I. A fantastic college career under the opposing head coach, Greg Fargo. Bourbonnais had it blocked by Meixner. New York hammering it in, and they keep possession. Eldridge drips to the corner, and Ottawa strips it. 1 minute left in period number 1. Breaking ahead now, Vanishova. Trying to go across to Meixner, and it's tipped away by Bourbonnais. Down deep, Harmon. Stepping forward, Mrazova. Mrazova shrugs off a hit, tries to keep the puck. Eldridge comes away with it, throws it right to Harmon. Harmon backhands it in, and Ottawa goes for a change.
That was a heck of a defensive play by Eldridge. Simpson made a really good read, wrote her check out. Eldridge then read the numbers, jumped in and poked the puck off. Good spacing.
Jenner, a nice pass. Markowski had it blocked. She gets it back, though, and tosses it to the right wing circle. Moving forward now, Bell. Bell still with it. 10 seconds left in the period. Bell drifting forward. She'll shoot, and gloved by...
That starts happening. You really open the door to display the U20 level like they're doing on the men's side. I think it's a great idea. I hope it happens soon.
We're off and running in period number 2 with Dave Starman and Julie Stewart-Binks. I'm David Korzenowski. Emily Clark's goal at 6:15 in the first is the difference so far. Assist went to Katerina Mrazova. It's New York who controls the puck to start the period, but sent just past the blue line, so Nyland Person has to hammer it in deep. Shots were 10-9 Ottawa in the first. New York 0 for 2 on the power play. Both goalies made some spectacular saves. As it settled down and tossed in the zone onside, but thrown out quickly by Brianne Jenner.
New York's going to be shorthanded here.
Bourbonnais to Carpenter.
Scouting at the National Hockey League level for Toronto. Those coaches' kids, I'm telling you, they bring something different.
Rock, also the first Indigenous person to ever play for the U.S. national team.
We talk about hockey's for everyone, right? It is amazing how many barriers this game has broken down regarding race, ethnicity, religion, whatever. It has become a game for everyone, and it gets proven on a daily basis at the youth, junior, college, and pro level.
New York can't convert on the power play once again. They drop to 0 for 3. 2 shots on the most recent power play. Here's a 2-on-1. Tossed over to Toulouche, but it's intercepted. Ottawa's done a nice job in recovery. Again, getting in front of these passes. This is Vanasova across the goal mouth, and Schroeder steers it wide. Oh, they score! Meixner from the top of the left wing circle. Schroeder was trying to get her bearings back. Ottawa doubles the lead.
Oh, this is a Schlemazel of all time in front of the net. What a mess. But Ottawa makes a real nice play to get in here. And they throw a puck to the front of the net. Here comes the collision in front. Just keep your eye on the net right here. It's everybody trying to sort out, get up, get out. While that was all happening, Ottawa recovered a puck and just threw it to the front of the net, safe and simple. Watch the collision. And it is a collision by a New York defender on their goaltender without being pushed in. That's why there's no goalie interference here. If you're thinking, and when you get an odd person rush, shoot the puck.
Hobson shoots the puck, and it's punched away by Maschmeyer. Maschmeyer pitching a shutout so far. She's made 13 saves. Had over 40 in a game earlier this year against Montreal. Another one tossed in that's blocked by Teralova. Here's Toulouche. Nice pass back to Hobson. Hobson can't get a good shot off. Left the puck behind her. Savalainen now along the boards. Ottawa clears. They try to break out a possible 2-on-1, but backtracking and unable to settle things down was Leslie. Leslie has the puck now. Pass across the goal mouth, stripped. Nice aggressive play by Mrazova.
Hobson also knew she was drifting into dangerous area and under attack, so she kept trying to move the puck and her body with it into soft ice to protect it.
Stepping up now, shot, and it's blocked. Clark, second chance. Oh, they scored! No. 3-0 Ottawa.
Mrazova gets the goal, but it all starts with that one battle that we were just referring to a moment ago where the puck drifted into bad ice, and then she just jumps all over and moves the puck towards the middle. Then Ottawa with 3 on the left wing side. New York got caught really flat-footed coming off of the initial. Look at Ottawa with the push they put on. They had a lot of New York defenders tied up in front, not really covering anybody. And
each other in the next week plus.
So it's really a home and home.
Right?
New York is home, and then they're home. Kind of like the college schedule, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So back-to-back home games and then move on.
This is the last team that New York has not seen this year. So after this game, They will have played each of the other 5. Mentioned it earlier, but Ottawa hosting the World Juniors is on the road quite a bit to start the season. 11 of their first 15 games are on the road.
I called that tournament in Ottawa in 2009. That city was electric. I mean, I'm talking electric.
Breakaway for Jenner. Jenner trying to beat the pack. She shoots at a punch save by Schroeder. That gets the crowd into it.
Great idea, by the way, on the shot. She's a right-handed shot. She tried to go across the body instead of going to the short side because she had Schroeder drifting to the near post.
Rock pushed to the side by Harmon. Levis takes a big hit from Leslie. Snodgrass try to catch up to it, but Nyland Person moves it along the boards to Chloe Arar. Chloe Arar from France, the only player in the league from France. Was a 4th-round pick last year out of Northeastern. Had a fantastic career there where she played with a couple other PWHL forwards and Maureen Murphy and Alina Mueller.
At historic Matthews Arena, one of the great buildings.
Bourbonnais winds up and Mashmeyer's ready for it. Some pushing and shoving beyond the post as tempers flare with 9:16 to go in the second. We'll clean things up when we now sets up on the power play for the 4th time today.
Yep, there's Ottawa. Quick change with the forwards.
Fillier moving through. Fillier had a golden chance on a feed from Bourbonnais just a couple minutes ago. Zandy Hart finds Hobson. Hobson tosses it deep. Eldridge, cross ice. Tipped away for a moment by Bell. Rock now deep in the corner to Fillier. To the captain, Zandy Hart. Micah Zandy Hart leaves it for Alex Carpenter. She's been quiet today. Eldridge, Fillier. First overall pick surveys, passes to her left. Zandy Hart shoots, rebound chance covered up by Mashmeyer. Mashmeyer doesn't like the traffic in front, and Rock is thrown into the boards by a couple of charge.
Mashmeyer with a big save. New York moved the puck around pretty well. The chance they get though comes from outside the dot. Probably wanted a higher percentage chance. They almost had one set up a moment ago. The puck won't. They wind up in the back of your net pretty quick.
Carpenter and Mrazova take the opening faceoff of the 3rd. New York wins, and we are underway in the final 20 minutes of regulation. Goals from Emily Clark, Cheyenne Darkangelo, and Katerina Mrazova are the scores in this one. New York has been held off the board. Here's Fillier. Oh, what a snipe! Top corner, first shot of the 3rd, and New York has life. It's 3-1.
I'll tell you what, I think the ice is just fine down low. Fillier with a really nice play here. Picks up on the loose puck and then just drives it in. There's probably 15 players in the league that can make that shot. I mean, that is just perfect. Picks it up, gets in a good ice, drives quick. Look at New York with numbers on that right wing side. Harche with a nice pass. Emirates goes down a little early. Fillier knows she's got the top of the net short side, and bullseye.
Back behind goal. Looks like Clark, who had the chance on the feed from Rose. Levis moving it along. Taken away by Markowski. New York needs the puck. 2 minutes to go. And this will hop out of play and bring us to our final break.
They got the break in for the commercial break. Another 2 seconds, that commercial break goes away. So New York basically can play their top 10 best players well rested the rest of the game because they also have a timeout. So that was 2 timeouts that they picked up in the last 2 minutes for fresh bodies.
See if they can enter the O-zone as Schroeder once again makes her sprint over to the bench.
The negative was the face-off was at center ice, so it had to start 5-on-5.
Here's Rock. Rock looking for an angle to shoot. Instead passes to Eldridge, creeping in. She shoots traffic. Mashmeyer, another save. Towards here. Rock wins the face-off. Back to Zandy Hart. Eldridge now tries to corral it on the near side boards. Moved over to Harchie, back to Eldridge. Eldridge looking toward the slot. Oh, what a save by Mashmeyer. Extra chance and another pad save. Harchie on the doorstep is denied by 38 and white.
Somebody check the salary cap to see if he can give somebody a raise here. Holy smokes, what a stop.
Rock reaches out, can't keep it. Full head of steam, Jenner. Jenner tries to get to the puck. Valuable seconds ticking off the clock. What a golden opportunity. That just might seal this one. Running down now, Harchie. Fillier. Puck pops up, loose between the circles. Zandy Hart looking to goal, and it's blocked to the corner. Under 30 seconds to go. Once again blocked. This is just going to be thrown down. Pardon me, Rose has it stood up. Squirts out to Fillier, trying to wrap around. And it's off of Mashmeyer's right pad. Rock off of the boards. That will do it. Ottawa gets their second